My name's Carla Finney.
And my name is Ginny Roth.
Ginny and I met in 2000. We had a lot of things in common. We just hit it off. We both had the idea about creating a future and having more of a plan. We had great jobs. We were making good money, but we had nothing to show for it. How do you buy cars, buy property, save for retirement, go back to school? How do people juggle this?
My name is Tony Delium, and I work with MassMutual. My response was, well, let's just take a look at the numbers. Let's sit down and see what it would take to really piece this together. And so we took a very practical approach to tell us whether or not this is feasible and a fallback position in case things don't pan out the way that we were hoping.
Because you can always say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then life happens. We've done a lot in 13 years.
Yeah. Whole life insurance, in addition to its death benefit, is a very flexible product. It put you in a position where you could feel confident in purchasing a piece of property in the community you wanted to live in and still be financially sound.
We bought before we sold, and that put us in a real cash-strapped situation trying to come up with the down payment for the new place before we had the old place sold. We were able to give ourselves a temporary loan with this instrument. Whole life was huge for us.
My father recently moved in with us, and I want things to go smoothly. As a daughter, how could I help? He might have concerns and questions that he wants to ask. How could Tony help him? What about estate planning? What about medical directives? What kind of approach do you take when you need to think about long-term care?
With financial advice, it takes a partnership where Tony comes up with the ideas, but if you're not going to follow through on them as the client, then you don't get very far with it.
Tony gave us this beautiful binder. It had every last piece in it. Of course, he said, you know, nobody finishes the binder, and people change things, their goals change, life happens, but let's just get started on this, and we can change it as we see fit. A year and a half later, I came back with you and said, we're done. Binder is done. We need a new binder. And so we did, you know, we sat down again with new goals, and for me, that works.